Alright, hey guys, Ferret here, back with another episode of Sakura Sana. Looks like we're getting ready to finish up, obviously, the Foxes arc. And then from there, we'll probably do the harem ending, and then we can wrap up this game. So let's go ahead and get into it. I wonder what Akina is doing right now. Probably something silly. Although, as silly as she is, well, she's really cute. I think I'll go visit her today. After all, someone has to make sure that she isn't getting into too much mischief. Who knows what she's doing now? As usual, the shrine is abandoned. I can't see Akina anywhere. Hey, Akina! I know you're around here somewhere, you cheeky fox. Huh, no response. Come on, there's no point in hiding now. I know you're out there. You know I'll find you eventually. Still dead silent around here. Did something happen to her or something? I hear something clatter across the ground, something small and round. A button? Why is there a button here? Come to think of it, where did this button come from? Is that Fox playing some kind of trick on me again? I wouldn't put it past her. Akina, come on, where are you? Koji, can you tell me how this looks on me? How what looks on you? It's in that moment that Akina steps out from her hiding place. The perverted part of my brain, it causes me to simply look in awe. Akina stands right before me. Is that a schoolgirl's uniform? But more importantly, the front buttons of her shirt doesn't contain her chest at all. Like raging torrents, they press against the dam that are her buttons, threatening to spill loose at any moment. As I look further down, her tiny miniskirt does nothing to obscure her panties. Wait, panties? The entire outfit is incredibly easy on the eyes. For now, I'll just enjoy the view. Well, what do you think? Well, I do like it, but why are you dressed like that in the first place? Well, the priest told me about this thing called the internet, so I used his computer and found all these images on it. These outfits are really popular, aren't they? I should have known that there was something up with that priest. While I'm certain that he is utterly diabolical, I can't help but admit that he has excellent taste. It's so tight, though. I don't fit into this outfit. As she says that, another button pops off her shirt, revealing even more of her cleavage. I don't know what size to order, so I ended up getting one that was too small. Aren't you concerned by the fact that it's falling apart? No. Are you? Well, I'm anticipating it. But is it really the same thing as concerned? Just imagine, Koji, as each button slowly falls off, tearing itself open, for your eyes to enjoy the inevitable feast. She looks around behind her. Oh, I think I dropped something. She bends over, letting me have an excellent view. Even more buttons burst. How many buttons does this shirt have? Even more buttons burst off as she busts as her bust puts even more pressure on the shirt. And more of amazing chest spills out. It acts like it's some waterfall. I mean, I don't think breasts really do that. I don't think they just flow like a river. Oh my, Koji, you're looking at me with such lustful eyes. It makes me all excited. She wiggles her butt as she says that. My God. Okay, Fox, you win. I'm a perv. I admit it. You're finally done it. At last, I have defeated you. Why are you still wiggling your butt then? Because I feel like it. After all, having Koji watch me like this makes me feel perverted too. After she gets dressed in her kimono, she seems very pleased. I loved that outfit. It seems like you loved it too. You couldn't keep your eyes off me, Koji. Did you deliberately order a small size? Maybe. No, knowing you, you definitely did. Aw, you seriously don't believe that I would use my body to entice you, Koji? Yes, I would. She just laughs. It sounds like you figured me out. Both of us are sitting on the steps of the shrine. So, have you had fun with me, Koji? You aren't feeling lonely now, are you? Not at all. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with Akina. Even though I've only spent a few days with her. Well, I'm not going to say anything for certain just yet, but I think I'm attracted to her. What about you, Akina? Granting my wish hasn't been too much of a bother for you, has it? No, not at all. That's when I notice her inching across the steps, closer and closer to me. Eventually, she sits right next to me. You're a wonderful person, Koji, even though you really don't know where you should look at most of the time. Hey, if it gets me an open if you give me an open invitation to look, what do you expect me to do, Akina? It's obviously to test you, don't you see? Well, if it's testing whether or not I like girls, then I've definitely passed the test. No, to test whether or not you're a pervert. You really are a cheeky fox, you know. I am well aware. You tell me all the time, after all. It's then that I notice a shy expression on her face. I'm cold, Koji. You are? But I thought you said... No, I'm cold. She begins to shiver on the spot. Oh, I see what she's doing. Mind if I get a bit closer? For warmth, of course. Well, if I needed any more of a blatant hint, go ahead, Akina. She slips underneath my arm and huddles closer to me. There's a gentle smile on her face as she nuzzles up against my chest. That's much better, Koji. It's much warmer here than it is out there. This girl, she's so cute. She's so damn cute that I think my blood is going to turn into sugar. Ha, that's funny. I like spending time with you, Koji. Even with the priest here, it gets lonely. Really? Yeah, but with you here, I don't feel lonely at all. For the briefest moment, I see something pass that unusual smile of hers, the usual smile of hers. She looks extremely happy. It's then that the priest comes up to us. Akina, we have a problem. What is it? They found out about the loophole you were exploiting. Oh, I see. Then that means... Yes, it's over. What? What's over? Akina looks sad. Loophole? What's that supposed to mean? Sorry, Koji. We won't be able to spend time together anymore. Uh-huh? What do you mean? It means exactly what I said. Your wish has been granted. You spent Christmas with a friend. Not Christmas Day, but Christmas. She seems really shaken. Now that your wish is granted, I have no more reason to leave this shrine with you. So, I'm sorry, Koji. Wait, can we just talk about this, Akina? Tell me what's going on. This isn't like her at all. She wouldn't just up and give up like that. What's happening is simple. I've granted your wish, so I can't leave the shrine with you on Christmas. I'm sorry, but I have to follow the rules. If I didn't, there might be punishment for me. Who might? She just shakes her head. Please, just let me go. I was being selfish the whole time, so let me go. She stands up, trembling the entire time. Walking into the shrine, she disappears from sight completely. The priest just looks at me sadly. You're wondering why, aren't you? Of course I'm wondering why. Akina looks like she was suffering. Well, yes, she was. You couldn't see it, but she was having a conversation with the spirit realm. Well, what happened? Well, you know how she was spending time with you over the last few days? She was actually exploiting a loophole. A loophole? What kind of loophole? I think you need to understand her position at the shrine. A little bit better. He sits at a seat next to me, looking up at the sky. Spirits who take on a duty of caretaking for a shrine have absolute obligation. Basically, that means that she has to stay at this shrine all the time. What? How is that fair? So you're telling me that the reason why she hasn't seen the town in years was because she couldn't leave? Yes. She was really excited to see what had changed since the last time she went. But it looks like it's going to be a long time before she can see it again. The priest lets out a weary sigh. They tend to look down on her, since the shrine is not very popular. Since it seems that she's doing a poor job of promoting the shrine, the spirit realm assumes that it's because she's not taking her duties seriously. It's such a shame. Did she have a choice in whether or not she had to attend this shrine in the first place? She told me that she volunteered for it, but even though she fully knew the details of the position, I don't think she's adjusted well to this life. She says she's fine, but she says she has me here, but the truth is that she's lonely. Just like I was. So, what was the loophole that she talked about? Basically, you made a very vague wish. Your wish is what enabled her to leave the shrine for a little while. She said you wished for a friend to spend Christmas with. Well, yeah, that's right. So, she wasn't just fulfilling my wish, she was also trying to reach out to someone as well. I don't blame you for not noticing. She tried her best to hide her worries. She worried to have as much fun as she wanted to have as much fun as she could before her time ran out. So basically, by using my wish as an excuse to leave the shrine, she was able to stick to the rules she was bound by, and she was able to forget about her worries and enjoy being carefree for a bit. But they figured out what she was doing. Now, you won't be able to leave the shrine of her domain. I never knew she felt that way. And yet she tried so hard that I wouldn't notice. Where is she now? I want to speak to her. I don't think she'll speak with you right now. Why not? If I had to take a guess, she probably feels like she was being selfish. She's questioning whether or not it was right to grant you your wish in a way she did. So I don't know what to tell you. There's not much that can be done about it. He stands up, dusting his robes off. The only thing you can do right now is go home. But there has to be something I can do for her. I honestly don't know, spending so much time thinking about it, but there's nothing more that we can do today, even though I don't want to acknowledge that. Oops, sorry, he's not speaking. I want to understand that there's no sense in staying here at the moment. ... sad dots. In the end, Akina didn't follow me back to my apartment. She just stayed at the shrine. She granted my wish, so now she can't leave the shrine, huh? I never knew she had it that rough. The whole time, she was smiling and flirting with me because she wanted to grant me my wish. I wish she didn't run away before I had the chance to speak to her. Is it really selfish to reach out to someone else if you're feeling lonely? I know she volunteered at that shrine, but even gods deserve to have fun, don't they? So, unless someone else comes along with a familiar request, how many more years will she be there, unable to leave? I don't think that's fair at all, and she didn't seem sad about it. She just accepted it as the norm because this was the path she chose. But even so, I can't simply accept that she's going to stay in that shrine for Christmas. And probably for the rest of the year. Well, year won't be that long after Christmas, but whatever. No, I definitely can't accept that. But what can I do in order to help her escape the confines of the shrine? The shrine. That's when I hear my phone ringing. Hey, son. Oh, Dad. I wasn't expecting to hear from you. Come now, it's the holidays. Of course you'd hear from me. Anyway, how have you been? Well, I've been having some girl troubles. Well, what's the problem, Skoji? I need to think really careful about how I'm going to explain this situation to my dad. How can I describe it to him in a normal way? Basically, she's going to be busy throughout Christmas. She was doing something to get out of work, and then they caught her.
Oh, and that means you can't spend Christmas with her.
Yeah, that's the problem.
What kind of job does she have?
I don't really know myself. She doesn't talk much about work. She works with clients to provide solutions to problems they have, or something along those lines.
So like charity work or something?
Yeah, like that.
You said she has clients, right?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, what if you just say you were her client? Say that you want to discuss business matters or something with her.
You mean come up with an excuse that would give her the opportunity to spend Christmas with me?
Yes, that. That way, you can spend time with her, and work won't fire her or whatever.
I just got a great idea. That's brilliant, Dad.
You don't need to say it. Dads will always have the best ideas, no matter how old they are.
Seeing as our dad also sounds older than the shrine guy. Well, this one is the absolute best. He just laughs.
Well then, I'm glad I called. Sometimes you need some inspiration in your corner, Koji.
For sure.
Anyways, this holiday won't enjoy itself. I'll be sure to ring again, Koji.
I look forward to it, Dad. As I hang up the phone, the solution to this problem becomes immediately apparent. I know exactly what I have to do in order to spend Christmas with Akina. We'll do everything, too. Go shopping, eat out, look at the Christmas lights, maybe buy more pairs of panties for her. It's going to be great. Triumphant, hopeful dots. Well, I admit the school uniform was nice, but that's overshadowed by everything else that happened yesterday. I had no idea that Akina was so lonely. But now that I know, I can do something to help her. Since then, I've been very busy. I found a ton of spare coins lying around my apartment. I've assembled them into a small single bag. If I want the spirit realm, or whatever it is, to hear what I'm going to say, then I need to make an appointment, an appropriate offering to them. If they're happy with loose change, then how would they feel? How would they react to this offering? Still, I don't have to do that right away. Even though I'd like to get going right away, there's still time before Christmas. Nah, man, make an offering. So today's the big day. Oh, excuse me. I've worked out what I'm going to do for Akina. She doesn't deserve to be alone on Christmas. I want to take her out to the shopping district, the Christmas light, all of the joys of the holidays. Just thinking about how she's going to be alone at that cold shrine. It's not right. As much as she teased me about her silly pranks, I don't want it to end like this. So, I will do my best and see what happens. When I arrive at the shrine, the priest immediately notices me.
So you figured out something to do?
Yes, I will make another wish.
Let her exploit the loophole again?
No, it won't be a loophole this time. I have an entire bag full of coins with me. Pulling out the bag, the priest seems shocked. I jingle the bag and join the sounds of the coins shaking.
That's a very generous offering.
Well, I want those spirits, or whoever they are, to hear my prayer. Buy the spirits! Oh, that's funny. More money, more prayers answered. I don't think that's how it works. And for something like this, only a very generous offering is suitable. Don't you think?
Well, if there's one rule I've stuck to in life, it's that everything is worth a shot. If you can appeal to the spirits.
I want Akina to be able to leave her shrine. For a few moments after I make that wish, I hear the wind around me die down. The whole area around me grows silent. I wonder if they actually heard my prayer. It's then that I notice someone slowly walking out of the shrine. Koji, what are you doing here? I wanted to talk to you about what happened. The priest told me everything. Oh. She crosses her arms in front of her, looking down at the snowy ground. Then, you know that I used you to spend time away from this shrine. I know how selfish it is. You must be really disappointed in me. I really am a bad person, aren't I? I grab her by the hand. She looks surprised. Don't talk like that. no one deserves to be alone. You were doing exactly what I was doing. In your loneliness, you reached out. I can't judge you for that. Loneliness is something I wouldn't wish on anyone at all. For a moment, she just looks back at me. Those big, luminous eyes of hers are dewy. Really? I'm not a bad person? But it was your wish, and I violated that for my own selfish reasons. I broke a sacred bond between you and I. That is unforgivable. You shouldn't forgive me, Koji. I have to accept that my actions have You're looking at it the wrong way. I think that a wish that makes two people happy instead of one is a far better wish. You chose to take up duties of this shrine. You chose the happiness of others over your own. But now, I want to return the favor. I want you to be happy. That is, if you want to be, Akina. I feel her hand squeeze mine. Yes, please, Koji. As I look to my right, I see the old priest smiling. They're watching you, you know. Who is? The spirits. After such a heartfelt plea, they couldn't ignore your wish, so it was granted. Of course, if she neglects her duties, this freedom will be revoked instantly. I will never neglect them. But it's nice that I'll be able to leave the shrine. Well, what are you waiting for then? I grab her by the hand. Koji! Come on, don't you want to spend Christmas with me? There's a lot of things we need to do today, you know. Yes, you're right. I want to eat Christmas cake. Then I'll buy 3. Are you sure about that? You probably don't have money after that. Don't worry about me, okay? Okay. Excitedly, she runs into her shrine. Come here tomorrow night, Koji. I'll be waiting for you. Well, I think this is going to be a great Christmas Eve. ... Well, this is it. It's Christmas Eve. For me, it's the single most important day of the year. I originally thought that I'd be alone for Christmas, and yet here I am, nervous about what's going to happen next. That's normal when you're about to go on a date with a cute girl, right? After spending that day with Akina, she insists that she spend Christmas Eve with me, and, well, I want to spend it with her too. We only met very recently, but I think I know exactly how I feel about her. Being with her is a lot of fun, even though she purposely baits me and knows exactly how to tease me. I enjoy every moment of it. I enjoy every moment she teases me. Well, seeing as she's wearing school uniforms that are too small, flashing panties, and putting charms on her nipples. I'm not surprised you enjoy it, you sick bastard. This is the first time I'll ever be spending Christmas Eve without my family, but I know that I'll be far from alone. What's important is that Akina is not alone either. If I have to, I'll visit the shrine every day to make sure she doesn't get lonely. That is my wish for her. Anyway, I need to get ready. I think this Christmas Eve is going to be one to remember. That fox probably has a trick up her sleeve for today. So, this is it. I've come to the shrine to take Akina out on our Christmas date. Why is my heart beating so fast? I feel like I've become an awkward teenager again. What about this fox makes me so nervous right now? Is it love? Oh, it's love, guys! He loves her! It's adorable! But, how could I feel that way about her so fast? Is this what they mean by when it's meant to happen? Damn it, I'm so confused right now. I need to calm down. This isn't different from any other date, right? Surely I won't lose my... I stop as I see her step out of the shrine. Those golden, gleaming eyes are sparkling in the moonlight. They're staring right at me, too. She's smiling now. Koji! She eagerly rushes up to my slide, slipping under my arm. Are you ready for our date? Yeah, I am. Oh, Koji, are you okay? Oh, she noticed my nervousness. I grab a handful of snow and plunge it onto my face. Koji? Don't worry, I'm fine. I just needed to cool off for a bit. Okay, I won't worry about it. Her tail is eagerly waggling from side to side. The night is young, Koji. We should head out immediately if we want to enjoy Christmas together. Right. So lead the way. even though she says that she's the one pulling me down the shrine steps. You two have fun. I'll look after things until you get back. Thank you, Mr. Priest. Well, I think this is going to be a fantastic night. Let's hope that Akina has a great time too. All of the shops are open until late tonight. Talk about decoration, or dedication. Akina looks delighted as she rushes from shop to shop. Koji, look at these! She's staring hungrily at a bag of rock candy. They're brightly colored and shaped, matching the festive mood perfectly. All right. Don't eat too many though. We won't want to have an upset stomach on Christmas. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Fox spirits have iron stomachs, you know. If you say so. She eagerly empties the entire bag into her mouth. Hey, stop that. What did I say about eating too many of them? I was going to eat the whole bag anyway. What I did was merely save time. There's no way that you could... Wait, if she just emptied the whole bag into her mouth, how can she even say anything in response? Okay, you've tricked me. She opens the front of her kimono. I see sticky globs of red and green yellow on her chest. Sticky once again, everybody. So that's where they all went. Yep, you didn't think that I'd put them all in my mouth, did you? I just stored them in my kimono for easy access. Fox spirits have a weird sense of logic. She comes up with the poorest reasoning for doing bizarre things like this. It really makes me wonder how they do things in the spirit world. Admit it, you love having an excuse to look at my breasts. I don't deny that. But we can't leave those candies in your kimono. Oh, do you want to remove them yourself? This fox. This damn fox. Cheeky until the very end. Sure. Too late. While you were thinking about it, I ate them. This fox. She is on another level of trickery. The Norse god Loki would be jealous of her ability to mislead people. Is it normal for fox spirits to be so sneaky? Of course it is. You know exactly what you signed up for. Are we not known for our reputation for tricksters? It's then that I notice something hard pressing against the back of my ear. I look around and see no one there. Hey, Koji, I think you've got something behind your ear. I slowly reach back to find the rock candies there. I don't even know how she did that. She was standing in front of me the whole time. I can only shake my head and laugh at her prank. Come on, we still have plenty more to do before the night is over. Right. She slips under my arm once again. It's so warm when I'm close to you, Koji. I can see her ears twitching as she nuzzles my chest. I wish I could spend so much longer in your arms. It makes me so sad that I'll have to leave them eventually. Hey, I'm right here whenever you want me, Akina. Don't think about this ending. Just enjoy it for as long as we can. It's Christmas Eve after all. Yeah, she nuzzles up even closer to me. You're right. Where should we go next, Koji? It's then that we pass the Christmas tree in the shopping district. What a magnificent Christmas tree. It's so much bigger than the one that we keep at the shrine. You have a Christmas tree at the shrine? Yep, I still need to put presents under it for the friendly priest. What do you think he'd like for Christmas this year? That's a good question, actually. What kinds of things does the priest like? I don't really know, Akina. You know him better than me. What does he like? Well, he said that knowing that I was going to be happy this Christmas was the perfect gift for him. That priest, he really is saintly. I must follow his example. Still, I would like to get him a present this year. Hey, how about giving him a shrine fortune? A shrine fortune? Her eyes lighten up. I've never thought of that before. That's the perfect idea, Koji. She looks overjoyed. I will make him the most powerful luck charm I can. He deserves to have some good fortune of his own. I nod and smile at her. It's one thing to go out and buy a gift for someone. It's another when a present is something extremely personal. Akina makes all of her charms, so it's something very personal to her. I'll do that when we get back. I still want to enjoy this night, Koji. So together, we continued to wander the shopping district until late into the evening. Eventually, I escorted... Excuse me. Eventually, I escorted Akina back to her shrine. She's been smiling warmly the entire time. I had the best time, Koji. Thank you so much for being nice to me, even after what happened. Hey, don't act like you did something wrong. Like I said, a wish that makes two people happy is better than a wish that makes one person happy. Yes, that's right. She suddenly stops at the very top step of the shrine. Sit down with me, Koji. Okay. Aw. Akina's bright red tail is lined with silver, shimmering in the moonlight. She looks back at me with the cheeriest smile I've ever seen. It's so beautiful tonight, Koji. She looks up at the night sky, wagging her tail from side to side. Christmas is the best time of the year, and I got to spend it with you. I feel like I'm so lucky. She's holding something in her hand. Is that a shrine fortune? Yes, it's that one I drew a long time ago. Ooh, excuse me. I held on to it this entire time, never thinking that luck would come my way. But it seems all I had to do is wait. It's funny how life can change so suddenly. I remember thinking those exact words throughout this week. Yeah, I completely agree. So, I hope you had fun tonight, Koji. I have not had a date like this in a very long time. How many days does a fox spirit go on? Well, they do when they have to look at a shrine, not that many. You don't get to meet very many people after all. But you met me, right? Yeah, I met you. And I will always be grateful that I did meet you. For a moment, she grows quiet. Koji. She nervously frets with her hands. How do I say this? I really like you. You're so nice, Koji. The normally cheeky and fluid fox is becoming a nervous mess in front of me. Is this what I think it is? This entire time, you've been so kind to me. You had no reason to be, but you chose to anyway. You deserve to have 100 wishes granted. 1,000 wishes. I will ward off any misfortune you have for your entire life, Koji. She seems to be growing quite emotional now. I don't want to stay at the shrine anymore. What? But don't you have to stay here? I am going to try my best to leave this post. It has been several hundred years since I volunteered. I think I've earned my keep. But what will you do then? Do you get to remain in this world if you are no longer tend a shrine? What happens then? There's such a thing as a guardian spirit. We can choose to watch over mortal families and ensure their prosperity. Koji, she grabs me by the shirt, looking up at me with beautiful golden eyes. I want to be your family guardian spirit. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, I want to be with you. I want to watch over you always. That is my wish from the very bottom of my heart. I wish to be with you, Koji. She reaches toward my head and gently kisses me on the lips. I love you, Koji. Do you love me too? There's no turning back after this point. I have to answer her feelings with conviction. Anything less than that wouldn't be fair to her. I love you too, Akina, and I'm so happy that I met you. Yes. She lays her head in my lap, her tail swishing from side to side. This cute girl with beautiful eyes. How did a guy like me end up with someone like her? The fact that she's from another world completely. Now, she'll never leave my side. I will never be alone again. Perhaps we were meant to meet, Koji, so that we could fall in love and spend eternity together. Yeah, perhaps it was meant to be. Eternity is a long time, though. Do you think you'll be able to put up with me for that long? The person you love is never a burden, always a blessing. I reach down and begin to rubbing her on her head. Koji, remember my ears. Oh, right, sorry. I try to pull my hand away, but she grabs it. No, it's fine, Koji. It's fine if it's you. And so, my Christmas ended, with Akina falling asleep on my lap. We watched the moon slowly sail across the endless black sky. And that was the night that I truly fell in love for the first time. Aww, this is so cute and adorable. Anyway, guys, that is Akina's route, and it was really cute, and it was really fun. I really hope you guys did enjoy this. This video was a few days late, so I do apologize for that. I've been working on a lot of other videos as well in my free time. And so look forward to the harem playthrough coming out. I might try and... It'll probably be a two-parter. If I can get to like 40 minutes, I might try and do it all in one. It'll probably be two parts, and I will probably also skip the first part, because I'm assuming, obviously, you have to do someone's day first, and then switch it. Anyway, I don't know how to do it yet, but I'll have to look it up. Anyway, guys, stay tuned for that, and then that'll go ahead and wrap up this visual novel for us. But anyway, guys, I'm a Fiddle Ferret, and I will see you back on the prowl next time. Bye-bye!